Hello and welcome to the Tech Enthusiast channel. In today's video, I will guide you through Windows customization. To be precise, we will make Windows 11 and also Windows 10 look like macOS. But with that said, let me first show you the few tabs that I prepared for this tutorial, and we will first start getting all these required files for this tutorial, right? So here we have the macOS for Windows by Nivu. This is the themes for the Windows, and we will only use from this theme, we will only use the icons from the macOS. And then if you are on the Windows 11, of course, here you will also see that we don't have an option to actually apply the macOS styles for the minimize, maximize, and closing buttons on the top right. But because Stardock curtains aren't actually compatible with Windows 11, unfortunately. However, if you are using Windows 10, this would be possible because Stardock curtains are compatible with Windows 10, and you can simply use this theme for the Stardock curtains on the Windows 10 as well. So let me start with downloading everything from this specific links that I prepared right here. So this is the themes or the icons, and then on the second tab I have the icons installer. So this is the 7TSP GUI 2019 edition. So I will also get this file from this DeviantArt website, and I will also put all these tabs right here that I have prepared for you guys in the video description down below. Then we also have the macOS cursor for Windows from Diamond 8 Fighter, which I think it looks quite stunning. Then we also have the wallpaper on the wallpapers home. This is the Apple October 2020 event wallpaper, and I think it looks quite neat right here. And it's also from the macOS Big Sur. So make sure to download this wallpaper from this website as well. And then we are going to have some of the macOS functionality on the Windows with MyDockFinder. So this is the program that will enable the top bar from the macOS as well as macOS Dock. Unfortunately, this program is currently only available on Steam. However, it is paid for €3.29. But I also found a workaround. So if you go to the GitHub of the MyDockFinder, and then if you go to the releases right here, you will find that the oldest version of the MyDockFinder is still available on their GitHub page. So you can also get this file from this GitHub. It isn't the latest version, but hey, it works better than, in my opinion, better than Rocket Dock or Nexus Dock as well, or even the Rainmeter skin called DropTop 4. And then on the last but not least, we also have the PowerToys. So this is the program that will add some macOS functionality for our Windows, more precisely macOS search area right here, which pops up on the top right here. And I think in the macOS it's called macOS Spotlight. And then the last file is actually a files for or file explorer manager or replacement for our Windows. It's called Files, and you can also get it on the Microsoft Store as well as on their GitHub page. So it looks something like that, and you can also set this specific file manager app for the replacement that will actually replace the file explorer that comes with Windows. So when you got all these files from all these links, then you will go ahead and go to the downloads folder right here in the file explorer. And you can also close the web browser as well. And then you also have these extracted or zipped files right here. You will simply extract all these files. So right click on each of the zip file and you will click extract all. And then I will start right now with installing our macOS cursor on our Windows. So if you go ahead and go to the macOS cursor folder, and here you will go ahead into the install file right here. You will right click on it, you will go show more options, and here you have the install option. Click on that one, click open, and click agree or yes with user account control. However, if I go to the cursors right here into the Windows settings, and then you will go ahead and click on the change the mouse pointer display or speed. And here you will go to the pointers, and here you have the scheme. Here you will select the macOS scheme that we just installed and click apply. And as you can see, we have the macOS cursor already. Then you will go back to the downloads folder, and here I will right now install the macOS icons on our Windows. So here we have the 7tsp exe file, but currently is set on EE. Right click on it, you will click show more options, rename, and here you will just rename the EE to exe file. And click yes, and here you have the 7tsp exe, and you will launch the program itself, and here you should see some readme, and we can also agree to the agreement right here. And then this is the program right here, but it needs 7-zip or 7-zip, yes, file or the icons file. So we will go back to the Nivu macOS folder, and then here you have the folder 7tsp icon themes, and here you can also pick whichever you would like to. We have the blue color, dark mode, light mode, or regular. I will just go ahead with the regular one, and I will right click on it, click on the show more options, click on the rename, and here you will remove the ending that says remove, and also with the dot. So the ending is .7z. Enter and click yes, and here you have the 7z. Then you will go ahead back to the 7tsp program, and here you will click add a custom pack. Then you will search for the downloads folder, and here you will go to the Nivu folder, and here we have the 7z file right here. Click open, and this should import the icons to the program, and here you will click start patching. And also make sure that you have the create new restore point when patching enabled right here. But for the case of this tutorial, I will disable it. But make sure that you have this option enabled right here. Click save, and then click start patching, and click yes. So here the system has been patched, and you will have the prompt to reboot now. I will just reboot the computer right now, and I'll see you back when the reboot is done. So here we have the prompt that system has been patched, and we also have the brand new recycle bin icon. And if I go to the file explorer right here, you should also see the brand new icons from the macOS. And also the Finder has a brand new icon right here. Then I will also go to the downloads folder right here. And one thing that we already did in this video is to install icons, and we also installed the macOS cursor. Right now, what I'm going to do is to install MyDockFinder. However, this is already just a folder and the installed section right here. So one thing I'm going to do or recommend to you guys is that if you go to the downloads folder, I will right click on the MyDockFinder folder. I will click show more options, and I will cut this folder into the local disk C. And here I'll recommend that you create a brand new folder, and I will call it tweaks. And here you will paste this MyDockFinder folder, which contains all these files for the MyDockFinder. And here I will scroll down a bit, and here you have the MyDock option. Double left click on it, and this should actually start dock for the macOS, and also the Finder on the top, or the bar at the top as well. Here you also agree to or run anyway with this prompt right here. And here you have it. This is the macOS dock, and here on the top you also have this top bar, which also have some options on the left, and also on the right you have also some options right here. Here, as you can see, the taskbar isn't actually minimized right here. So I'll right click on the dock. Here I will check show the taskbar, and once again I will click hide the taskbar, and this should fix all these issues. So here we have the Finder right here, And I won't go through the settings of this specific program or MyDockFinder because I already went through in another separate video. So make sure to watch that as well, because I will also put it in the video description down below. Make sure to check it out. So here we have also the files package right here that will replace our File Explorer, which also comes by default by Windows installation. So here we have the files package, x86 and x64. Double left click on it and this should prompt to install your brand new files application. Click install, and when that is done, you will simply see the brand new files application. To make it as a default File Explorer, go to the top right to the settings. Then you will go to the experimental tab, and here you will set files as default File Explorer. Turn this option on, and here you will click yes. So right now this files application is your default File Explorer. And one thing that actually misses right here is the macOS Spotlight or the search option. So we will use PowerToys to fix this issue. So once you installed Microsoft PowerToys, one thing that I recommend is to open the settings, and here you will enable this always run as administrator option right here. And then you will go to the awake, and I really like to disable all of the utilities that you won't actually use. So for example, I will disable everything except for the PowerToys run. So turn off everything. So here we have the PowerToys run feature of the PowerToys application. So this is a simple search plugin for the Windows. And one thing that it actually does, for example, we have here an option to have the activation shortcut. So here we have the Alt plus space. So you can also change by your preferred option this shortcut as well. And if I right click, right Alt plus space, it should open right here this search. So for example, if I'm searching, let's say we have the Edge, we have the browser, and as you can see, we have the search results right here. I think this program is also quite convenient. And with that said, I hope you enjoyed this quick tutorial how to make your Windows and also add some functionality from the macOS. And if you did, a sub to the channel would be much appreciated. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.